I read and bought how many books this year? Hello, welcome back to Read and Roam. I'm your host, Kaylin. And while I've done my quarterly reading and book buying wrap-ups throughout 2025, I thought it'd be super fun to do an end of the year wrap-up stat video, where I'd be talking about all my reading and book buying statistics in 2025. In today's video, I will show you how I got my data and then go over my reading and book buying statistics. So come on, let's go. So where did I get all my data? I spent the last year cataloging all the books that I purchased and also the books I read into the Libib website and app. I have a Libib Pro subscription, so I do have more features than the Libib basic user. Some of the pro features that I use most frequently throughout the past year include batch editing, specifically tags. I would select multiple items, or I could even select the whole collection at once if I wanted to, add, change, or remove tags. I would select multiple books and be like 2025 book purchases. You can also edit Lexile numbers, call number, DDC, LCC, LCCN numbers as well. And I can restore items up to 30 days if I accidentally deleted them. That did happen at least twice this year, so oops. With Libib Pro, I was able to restore those items. If you have a Libib basic account, once it's deleted, it's gone. So, whew. So thankful for that feature. Being a Libib Pro user, you have access to more data that includes publisher, publish date, length, and I also use the additional fields. After cataloging and editing all my items to perfection, I go to libib.com, settings, collection tab, export collection data, and it will export a CSV file that I can open. Now that I showed you how I got my data, let's get into my reading statistics. So I took my reading statistics, went to Canva, and made this the total number of books that I read and purchased that I entered into the 2025 collection in Libib was 109 books. And I read a grand total of 40 books this year, which averages out to 3.3 repeating per month. And the total number of pages that I read for this year, 7,362 pages, which averages out to 613 and a half pages per month. The total number of books I bought this year was 85, and out of those 85 books that I purchased, I read 27. Out of the books I completed, here are the formats. So I read 4 ebooks, I listened to 1 audiobook, I read 11 paperback, and I read 24 hardback books. My first read of 2025 was Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Big Shot by Jeff Kinney. And the last book that I read in 2025 was Dogman, Grime and Punishment by Dave Pilkey. Out of the books that I read, 19 were published in 2025. The shortest book that I read in 2025 was The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister, and that came in at 12 pages. And the longest book that I read, coming in at a whopping 384 pages, and that was Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. My least favorite read of 2025 was Friday, Book 1, The First Day of Christmas by Ed Brubaker, Marcos Martin, and Moonsta Vincent. This book was just not it. The little that is there was just not it. And my favorite book that I read in 2025 was Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This book, literal perfection, and I cannot wait for the movie to come out at the end of 2026. I will be rereading it. I haven't read a book like this in forever. The last time I cried reading a book was Allegiant by Veronica Roth back in 2013, 2014. And I cried in this one. The last 50 pages had me sobbing. This was so good. I loved it so much. And this is one of my favorite books of all time now. I still think, maybe I need to go back and reread Catching Fire, but I think this one is my favorite in the entire series now. And it's better than Catching Fire. So yeah. Favorite book of the year. And the last reading stat that I have is new to me authors, and I read a total of 14 new to me authors. And for my 2026 reading goals, one of them is read 15. So I feel like this is very achievable going into 2026. Now that we covered my reading stats, let's head on to my book buying stats. So how many books did I buy in the year of 2025? The grand total is 85 books. I spent a grand total of $411.97, which you can also view this stat if you're tracking the prices of the books in libib. This is great for insurance purposes, but I just like to do it to see how much money I've spent on books, and yeah, I'm hoping to get under that this next year. You might be wondering what the cheapest book that I purchased this year was, and for 50 cents, these are the books that I got. I got Mockingjay, just don't know where my copy disappeared to. We have Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I got the entire like Dogman set at that garage sale. Also all these for 50 cents and the One Cat Kid book. So yeah, what a fantastic deal. And the most expensive book came in at $29, and there were two that I purchased for 29 bucks. The first one is Storybook Ending by Mariah McDonald. And last expensive book, 2 out of 2, we have Christine Brown Woolley's Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. And that is a wrap on 2025 for my reading and book buying statistics. Let me know in the comment section down below how your reading and book buying went for 2025. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so that way you can stay in the loop for more quarterly wrap-ups coming in 2026. And anyways, I'll see you next time for a new bookish video.